Good afternoon. So we are starting the next session that's on government policies and R&D challenges in mobility. We have three speakers apart from me. I'm Dr. Ramachandran, Vice-Chancellor, Hindustan University, and academic partner of this conference. We have with us three expert panelists. First, Dr. T. Prabhakara, IAS. He is the Principal Secretary and Commissioner of Transport, Government of Tamil Nadu. He belongs to 1982 IAS batch, and he has been serving the state for more than 32 years, and he has been governing almost all the departments, and now he is with the Department of Transport. We have got Mr. Rajan. He is the business head of motor and rural products from Cholamandalam MS General Insurance. Basically, he is a chartered account. And we have got also Mr. Raj Cherbal, a Director of Projects, who is with the Chennai City Connect project. It's an NGO initiative funded by government and the industry. Basically, he's a MSc Physics from US, and also he has got another MS in Nuclear Engineering from University of Michigan. So with this introduction, I would like to start my lecture. Basically, I would like to concentrate on industry-academia interaction for promoting R&D in auto sector. Okay. Indian auto industry is now today among top 10 in the world. In two-wheel production, we are second, and small car, we are third, and commercial vehicles, we are ranked as fifth. And if you take the car penetration, it is still much below when you compare to Europe and US. It's only 15 against the 700. If you see the last 5 years of production capabilities, both India and China has come a long way. You see, China was producing 2 million vehicles, has come now to 20 million vehicles in the past 10 years. Compared to India, we are less than 8 million, has come now to close to 5 million today. But if you see the other things, they are almost stagnant. US has from 12 to 10, Japan 10 to 9, Germany remaining the same level, South Korea also remaining more or less the same level. So India is poised to overtake Japan as Asia's number 2 vehicle market and number 3 in world by 2016. And the sales are forecasted at about 7 million in 2020. And the turnover is supposed to increase from 35 billion to 145 billion. And the export will go from 4 to 35 billion. And it will employ nearly 25 million people. And it's also contributing about 10% of country's GDP and about 30 to 30% of industry GDP. And what drives is availability of products, availability of low-cost finance, emergence of cities, emergence of families with more income, gradual shift to higher segment passenger vehicles, increase in income levels, etc. So, but what we need to increase our competitiveness is investments in research and development, availability of trained human resources, access to new technologies, and cost competitiveness. Automotive is a highly engineered, sophisticated product. That means stringent reliability, durability, and social requirements are there. And if we need to stay on the competition, we have to stay competitive. We have to meet the changing needs of the consumer and to meet the regulatory requirements. Our major goal should be significantly improve the national competitiveness in manufacturing, implement commercially viable innovations, and develop eco-friendly vehicles. And here we need to concentrate on major technical areas. Advanced lightweight materials, one of the area where we can do a lot. Energy conversion, energy storage devices, efficient electrical systems, exhaust energy recovery, advanced analysis and design methods, reduction of mechanical loss, advanced manufacturing technologies, improved efficiency of internal combustion engine, emission controls, fuel preparation, delivery and storage, climate control, advanced crashworthiness, occupant and protection technology. These are the major areas. I have skipped all these things because already a lot of people have spoken on that, so I don't want to elaborate on that because we don't have much of time either. So future technological demands on these following areas: fuel efficiency, emission reduction, safety and durability, cost effectiveness, and innovative features. So what is the R&D spending? If you compare the countries with India, it's very minimal. You see this, US spends more than $35 billion, 35% of their income, and India is less than 3%, but China is well ahead of us, almost 15%. So this is the condition today, what we spend on R&D. Now we need to significantly increase this R&D spending if we want to be competitive and we want to be in the race. So this is total global R&D spending. You can see that India is 0.9, that is percentage of GDP. And if you say that next, China is 1.65% of GDP, and Europe is 1.88, and even Brazil spends more than 1%, that is 1.3%. So India still spends a lot lower than the other countries, so that we were not able to compete with the people in technology. Okay, so sorry. So again, in percentage of how the different sector spending, government spends, like, it is coming down. If you compare to 2009 and 2012, it's also coming down in the government sector, but it is increasing in private and in academia. This is total spending by India in $1 billion. 2009 it was $41, and in 2010 it was about $32 billion, and in 2011 it was 38, and 2012 it was only $28 billion. So if you compare certain companies on the spending, Tata Motors went close to $400 million, coming to Bharat Electronics about $68 million. These are the different kinds of spending. And in terms of percentage revenue, it's hardly 1.5% Tata Motors, and if you compare the other people, the software companies spend more and they still stay ahead. So this is the total spending. If you compare the percentage of revenue and the R&D expenditure, if you take most of the motor companies, automotive companies, they spend very low amount in the research and development. So again, as a country, we spent something like 2.6% of our revenue compared to 4% in EU and US. So this is the percentage of spending. Again, less than 1%, about 37 companies spend less than 1%, and more than 5% spending is hardly 4 companies, and more than 20 to 30 companies do not spend any money on R&D. And a lot of MNCs in India have also initiated a R&D hub in India. Mercedes-Benz, Suzuki, Hyundai, Volkswagen, they have now come forward to establish their R&D institutions because of availability of human resources. So what are the critical challenges before us? One is the trained manpower. That is the most critical challenge before us. We do not have trained manpower to address most of these research requirements. There are significant gaps exist today in availability of skilled manpower. It's not with quantity, but it's with the quality of manpower available. So we need to address that problem. Excessive focus on quantitative growth through borrowed technologies. We do not generate any new technology within ourselves. This has diminished commitment to research, development, and application of engineering. As a consequence, the industry today is unable to project technology challenges, unable to meet the technology challenges, and attract brilliant minds for long-term advancement. Today we are buying proven technology from abroad, but that sets behind us by a number of years and makes us dependent on foreign technology and become cost ineffective. So R&D took place in the private industry in the form of incremental and reactive product and process improvement, and not as a future thing. This is a more result of individual initiative rather than a structured organizational process. That is very well important because in countries like Japan, US and Europe, these are very organized processes. They do know what they want to address and how do they go. But here it is not like that. R&D collaborations between industry and academia is almost 0%. It's nil. But if you take the other countries, the three tripartite things are working very well. Industry, government and academia. They work together, they spend a lot of money because in academia we get a lot of brilliant minds available. With industry you have got a lot of resources and government has to support by policy. So there is a healthy thing if we need to improve our R&D ecosystem. And R&D objectives in academia, we have to focus on fundamental research and capability development for staff and students, emphasis on publications, and we have to do away with this limited industry research. In spite of huge growth and potential for our country, the industry has failed to project itself as an industry of choice for talented professionals. Even today, not many people, many students prefer to go for automobile engineering as they do go for software engineering. But the potential is tremendous today in auto industry. The focus seems to be still on short-term commitment and rewards rather than a long-term career. So R&D centers of MNCs India have moved up the value chain by starting to support its India and Asia market needs. They see value in India innovation paradigm, which helps them develop rugged, low-cost products that are applicable to large parts of the world. That's very important. Whatever we do today at India could be applied and taken to other parts of the world which are emerging markets. So there's worth spending and worth investing. A new product and technology development requires diverse input, which is often not available internally. It is expensive for companies to hire, train and productively use staff not involved in core business. Cost of hiring and training a new profession is very high, and cost of establishing new R&D facilities is higher still. So we can use the academia for that stuff. We can train, we can make industry-ready products from the academia straight away. They'll save a lot of money and a lot of efforts for you. Indian organizations need to recognize the importance of engaging outside assistance before the health of the organization gets to a state of disrepair. Remedy, strengthening the relationship between industry and academia, providing the right incentives to SMEs, developing regional clusters that could contribute significantly towards the development of R&D in India. Then reinforcing investment on skills is vital for guaranteeing the future competitiveness of the industry. Proper identification of skills, needs, and full cooperation between the government, industry, and educational establishments in ensuring that the training being offered is in line with the needs of companies and the innovation processes. Future roadmap, what do we know? Focus on indigenous development of technology. In collaboration with academia, India needs to take a holistic approach for development of technologies across sectors for self-reliance and a sustainable future. Then implement programs to upgrade skills of science and engineering students. The world of science and technology is changing at a very fast pace. Students in science and engineering now need to be adept at seeking answers and developing solutions rather than just investigating the fundamental principles that they learn in a classroom. It is important for the industry to be involved in the provision of education and training. Very important. If you compare the contributions of industry in Western countries, it's huge compared to a very minimum contribution by the industry in India. Traditionally, it has been happening here. No industry is supporting the academia, or no industry is supporting this education and training process. That has to change. To have close links with schools, technical colleges and universities, and to advise on the content of programs. That is also most important. What we teach and what we train may not be relevant or may not be applicable for today's industry. Then industry should come forward to tell us what we need to teach and what we need to train. Unless your input is there, we continue to do that. So that has to be changed. That's how it happens in Japan. The industry and academia are working very close with each other, and the academia always looking forward to provide the solutions for the industrial problem. But that doesn't happen in here. As I said, we always go for borrowed technology, go to other countries and go to other people, other than depending on our own young minds, which has got tremendous potential and tremendous energy. The academia should work with the industry to define skills that are useful for students to be productive in an industrial environment. That will happen only when we closely work together. The government should support skills development program through academia as well as industry, and close collaboration of industry with research institutions and academic institutions for development of appropriate technology. Thank you. Now I would like to request my Dr. Prabhakara, who is going to talk on the government policies that are available to help you. After that, the other two speakers will speak on their subjects. Thank you.